Have you ever wondered who played ALF? I mean, who was under that costume? Well, that would be Mihai Michu Mazaros, a 33-inch tall, that's 2 feet 9 inches, 25-pound circus performer and actor. Born in a small village near Budapest, Hungary on October 1st, 1939, but some articles say September 20th he was born, the seventh of 9 siblings, he performed in the circus from the age of 9 until Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey recruited him in 1973. Since I was 9 years old, I am in this circus. I am entertainer. I go all over Europe in circuses. Mazaros told Daily Breeze in 1986, "You go to circus, you see the smiles and the beauty. But to be in circus means working 2 or 3 shows a day, 5 days a week, with a day off to travel. To come from communist country means being owned by that country. It means having your pay sent to Hungary to ensure your return." Vargo, who was friends with a trapeze couple in the 1970s, met Mazaros one day when he came home and found them and his wife eating mackerel and onions. "I brought a little friend," the trapeze artist told Vargo. "He is the smallest man in the world." Michu was with them standing next to the coffee table. "I told him, you are going in 2 years to be a millionaire," Vargo said. Mazaros never became a millionaire, but he headlined the Ringling Brothers circus performing an act with poodles who stood taller on their hind legs than him. 14-year-old Michael Jackson at the time became an instant fan. Later, they would make a Pepsi commercial together. But as much as Mazaros enjoyed entertaining, life in the circus was difficult. A Hungarian government agent followed him to make sure he didn't defect, and the government took most of his money. In 1980, Mazaros finally defected, along with his Hungarian guard. He gained alien resident status in 1984. He billed his 1986 interview with the Daily Breeze as his first without a circus person or government person listening. "Sure, I feel free before, but only now do I really feel free," he said. That same year, he auditioned for the job as ALF, a furry dog-like talking alien from outer space and title of the 1986 to 1990 NBC sitcom comedy. Mazaros had no lines, but wore the costume for standing and walking scenes in a handful of episodes. Another actor voiced the alien. "It was hot, but he loved it," Vargo said. "In Europe, he was so popular, they don't call him Michu. He was Alfie. He was more popular in Europe than here." After 2 years on the show, Mazaros was let go. The producers had filmed enough full-body scenes of Alf and used a puppet for the rest. He appeared in other productions, playing circus performers in Big Top, Pee-wee, and Warlock, the Armageddon. His other movie credits included playing a butler in Waxworks and George Ramirez in Freaked. He performed stunts in Look Who's Talking. His television credits include H.R. Pufnstuf and Dear John. During his career, he met Harry Winkler, Charlie Sheen, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and the late Los Angeles Mayor Tom Bradley. He was loved by the stars. Mazaros also was loved in Hawthorne, where a tiny street is named Michu Lane. The street off Ramona Avenue near Broadway is deemed the shortest street in the city. Mazaros, who overcame a stroke about 8 years earlier, became a U.S. citizen in 1990, thanking the 6'2" judge who administered the oath. "This is the biggest day of my life," he told the Los Angeles Times. "I'm the happiest man in the world." Sadly, on June 12, 2016, Mazaros died at Providence Little Company of Mary Medical Center in Torrance, California, after a stroke at his home that left him in a coma for several days. He was 76 years old. In October 2018, his memorial service was held at Dearly Departed Tours and Artifact Museum, where his remains were inured and on public display along with items from his life and career until the museum closed in 2021.
It is. What do you do?
like it?
I sure do.
Good, great.
Well,
Welcome in the Ringling Brothers Barnum Bailey Circus, the greatest show on earth.
why is it the greatest show on earth?
This is the best in the world. Best show in the world.
Well, I don't think it was, I never wanted him to be insulting. I always wanted him to be honest. I mean, if he said something inappropriate, okay. It never came from a sense of meanness or just to get a reaction. I think it came from an innocence, which would really help the character. But I think a lot of it had to do with me. He was kind of a gruff character, didn't know any better. I was inspired by the Muppets, and I was inspired by Rolf the dog, which was a great puppet on the Jimmy Dean show, and Jim Henson did. And Rolf the dog was kind of this boisterous, flamboyant, tickling the old ivories. And I kind of liked that character because he was, was out there, it's kind of like that. So I said, I kind of like this character. I like this persona. And I kind of developed it into ALF. And I think that's where it came from. And I kind of like made ALF his own kind of guy to say, why are you wearing that kind of shirt? You look terrible in it. Stripes aren't good for you. You're kind of on the heavy side, And, so it was honesty. It was not, it wasn't calling the guy fat or anything. It was just telling him, shouldn't wear stripes. Anyway, that was my inspiration, I think. And then as we started to get into the show, as we did episodes, it's 2 or 3 episodes or 4 episodes in, I really couldn't do it anymore. I'm just doing it now. My voice is like, so I needed to find a middle ground for the character. And I got into the higher ranges because also I couldn't play him on that one monotone level. As the script started to get more sophisticated in a way that we didn't want it to be a one joke type of show where just ALF is walking around insulting people or saying funny things. There were things where we had to put emotion into the show, and ALF needed to react emotionally. And you can't be emotional when you're talking like this, it's like you can't. So I found that higher up part of the voice, and that's it sort of just started to come. It developed through doing it. By 6 or 7 episodes in, I think I got him.
I would like to know how you all feel about this situation, and while you are letting me know, could you please like and share this video and subscribe to Genevas Closet if you haven't already done so right here on YouTube. And you can follow me on Facebook at GenevasClosett, and you can email me at GenevasClosett22@gmail.com. You all have a fabulous day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.